bought another 9-unit, January 2017, and I have a 9-unit again, a third 9-unit even this month, November 2017. Okay, so this is my portfolio and how I acquired my deals. And I use multitudes amount of financing, business credit cards. I'm going to say I've used lease options, seller financing, many different tools, and we'll get into creative financing later. Okay, so with all those units that you hear me describe, I have about $1 million worth of properties, and that's 72 units by the time this recording is ended in my portfolio. And if you want to fact find and check to see this is accurate, go to the website 100percentfinance.com/Juan-Pablo so you can see my inventory there. Okay, and you'll see the properties, the deeds, the whole 9 yards. Just to let you know that the person who's speaking to you, your mentor Juan Pablo, is credible. I'm here to advise you. Okay. All right, and I have about 25 cards in total. Pull it out. Whew. They're a mixture of personal and business cards. I think it's about 25. These are the ones that can't fit in my wallet. You see, very thick, thicker than a stack of playing cards. All 0 balances. Well, some of them might use them as a operating account like Home Depot, but I pay them off normally at the end of the month. But generally they all have 0 balances because I use the refinances and the cash flow to pay them down, which we'll talk about later. And the only debt that I have are just investment mortgages. I don't have any personal debt. Isn't that something? 0 personal debt. So Juan Pablo owns no debt. But I have investment mortgages. That's the only debt I have that do not show up on my personal credit. Okay, which I'll get into in a moment. But I give you a heads up. The reason why I don't show up my personal credit and investment mortgages, well, one of them does, Quicken Loans, only because it's a major bank. I use small banks for mortgages, small community banks, local lenders, because they're easier to work with. Their underwriting is less stringent than major banks. Major banks that are backed by Fannie and Freddie, they're a bit more stringent where their underwriting is concerned. They're a pain in the butt. But I would use them for personal residences, just not so much for investment. They don't tend to be investor friendly. So that's the reason why. And with these local portfolio lenders, meaning they lend money out their own portfolio and don't necessarily have to adhere to Fannie and Freddie, they can do whatever they want and they don't have to report on your personal credit. So that's the reason why. And you can watch my video, Juan Pablo's story, from BFC, broke, frustrated chump, to financially free. You know what a BFC is, a broke, frustrated chump. You broke, living paycheck to paycheck, frustrated because you're overworked, underpaid, don't have any control of your time or earning potential. And of course, you're a chump because you're complaining and complain and complain and do little to nothing to change. Don't let that person be you. Don't be a BFC. Be financially free. Get this cash flow and continue on with the program. So next thing, why do people fail in real estate? For one, it's the lack of knowledge. For two, it could be a lack of capital. For three, it could be a lack of time. They're not devoting all the time they need that's required. They're not capitalizing their properties, not doing repairs when need be. And other things, they just aren't doing it right. They just use, oh, I think it should be done this way. Well, doesn't it make sense to find someone who's successful at doing something and just model their actions? That's the financial freedom principle. Duplication is better than innovation. It's better to duplicate someone or something that's doing something successful than for you to go out there and try to be innovative. Sure, you may figure it out eventually, but you experience a bunch of bumps and bruises along the way. So I'd rather you be that person to duplicate someone else's actions and model them, okay? But one of the reasons why people fail in real estate is because of fear. They're afraid. They're afraid to take action. They're afraid to make that tough call. They're afraid to negotiate terms in their favor. They're just fearful. So I want you guys to watch these videos, Juan Pablo's story from BFC to financial free to overcoming fear. All right, so I love you guys. As always, to your success, continue to earn passively, live passionately. Watch the videos and take the next steps. Peace.